Good morning. Can you briefly introduce yourselves, please?
Yeah, so I'm Louise Manley and I'm the Centre Lead for North Halifax Grammar School.
I'm Gabriel and I'm the Marketing Director.
Hi, I'm Zane and I'm the Managing Director.
Hi, I'm Michael and I'm Operations Manager.
Brilliant. So, tell me a little bit about your team name. How did you come up with the team name? And tell me about how you came up with the product and service that you've been offering this year.
Our name is Avalanche and we decided to sit down as a group with several names. Avalanche caught our eye and therefore we decided this name was for us as we wanted to create a unique brand. Avalanche was already trademarked and we decided this name because we wanted to become a fast-pacing company within our industry. We wanted to make a difference as quick as possible and therefore this name was most suited for our needs.
And from a marketing view, the way we spelt the name ensured when people searched up in Google, they'd come up with our website and our social media platforms.
Initially, we looked at the candle market and this was very oversaturated, especially in the Young Enterprise programme. However, we realised that we needed to make a change and we needed to become more innovative and more creative with our ideas, and therefore we created 3 products. So one of them was the toasty blanket, the terracotta heater and the draft excluder. This was all for one purpose, which was to help reduce energy bills and save our clients time, money and energy.
Fab, thank you. Louise, why does North Halifax Grammar invest in the company programme, and what, in your opinion, do students get from taking part?
Okay, so we offer it as part of our curriculum offer in the careers programme. There's lots of different things that we use from Young Enterprise. We do the year 7 take part in the 10x challenge, which was formerly called the Tenner challenge, where they get £10 and they run a business. And then in year 12, all students are offered the chance to take part in the Young Enterprise Company programme. They make an application and we choose the best people that have applied to become part of a team. They don't have to be business students, they don't have to be all new students or NHGS students that have carried on from year 11. We find that it adds to our curriculum, it embeds the skills that they're learning in sixth form, so the presentation skills, the team building skills, but it also offers them the opportunity to make money, to make friends. If they're new to our sixth form, it gives them the opportunity to take part in a team event with people that they might not already know, and it helps them become part of the NHGS family. So yeah, it's part of our core offer in the careers programme.
Fantastic. And then one over to Avalanche. What would you say were the main skills that you learned from the programme, and what was the most enjoyable part of the programme?
So personally, one of the main skills that stood out for me was the ability to be patient and cooperative with the public, because we went to the trade fair in Leeds in December, I think, and it was quite difficult because our products aren't really kind of accessible in the way that you can't really carry them, I guess, but that meant that a lot of the people that came past didn't want to really have a look at our products or try and buy them because they thought it would just be a bit of a hassle, and so it was kind of sometimes a bit demoralising because you tried so hard and you've put so much effort into this product, and there's lots of people that didn't want to even have a look or give it a chance, but we kept going, we kept moving forward, and we just kept trying and trying. We tried different persuasion tactics, just working harder, trying to be more motivated, and eventually we sold quite a few more products. So I'd say learning that sort of patience and cooperation was kind of very important for me.
Fantastic. What was the most enjoyable part of the programme for you?
Then initially for me it was making friends because I was a new student, and as a new student it was quite awkward for me to get into a comfortable position here at NHGS. However, by doing this program, I was able to create a solid foundation and a solid base in terms of settling here and creating new friends.
Fantastic. Gabriel, what was the most difficult or daunting part of the process, and how did you overcome your fears?
I'd say one of the most difficult parts of it was everybody had to work as a team, because at some points it felt like almost that we were being held back by other members when some members didn't complete their tasks. But we got through it in the end, and everybody committed to their roles and ensured that we could complete our mission.
Fantastic. Zane, let me focus in on you for a minute. What was it like being MD, and how did you step up? And were there times that you had to make tough decisions, and how did you deal with those?
So as a new student, for me, coming to North Halifax was quite a stretch. It was something that got me out of my comfort zone, and this was when I realised I need to push myself further in order to feel more comfortable in other places, not just at school, but in my personal life. And this is when I stepped up to become the managing director. The challenging or the tough decisions came when I created a number of friends. However, trying to stay professional was a big part where I couldn't really control, because trying to maintain school friends as well as business relations with your friends is quite tough.
And if I just open this one up to the team, so you've clearly got a lot going on. You've got exams going on and all sorts of things, I'm sure, in your personal lives. And, this is a big commitment, isn't it, in terms of the time and over the length of the year. Would you say it's been a valuable commitment for you?
So me personally, I'm doing 4 A levels at the moment, and it's quite a big workload. But I'd say if you can manage your time correctly, and you can kind of organise yourself, which kind of is something that your enterprise kind of teaches you, I'd say it's quite doable, honestly. And yeah, like I said, from it you'll get an even better kind of sense of time management, and that's really helped me towards the end of this year with all these important exams coming up. So yeah.
And what about you, Gabriel?
Yeah, so it's definitely been quite a stretch trying to balance all my schoolwork, my revision, and then the commitments within the company. But I've got through it, and it's quite motivating when you see everybody else in the team trying the best, and it makes sure that you try your best, and you manage your time correctly to ensure that everything gets done and that your business is successful.
Zane, valuable commitment from your perspective?
I think it's taught me time management skills and how to become a better person and not relying on motivation to do things. It's more about discipline and knowing when you need to do something in order to complete a task.
Fantastic. Louise, are the skills that these the team have learned on Young Enterprise different from those learnt in the curriculum?
They're different. The skills that they've spoken about here, you can see that, the rewarding bit that they've got from it is seeing the end product, being able to go to the trade fair, succeeding in the competition, going to places like Guildhall in York takes them out of their normal working environment. And like Michael was saying, even though you're doing 4 A levels and it's hard and our students are very career driven and highly motivated, it helps you organise yourself, because you can see, right, we've got the White Rose Centre coming up, we need some products, we've got to do this, we've got to find time in our day. And it makes a really long working day for the students, but the rewards that they get out of it, you can't get that from anywhere else really. The freedom that you get, when they first start, they're always like, what happens to the money then? I'm like, it's your money. Well, can we do this? Well, yeah, as long as it's within the operating framework, you can do whatever you want. Just check the framework. If it's there, you can do it. You're insured to have the freedom to run your business. It's your business. It doesn't belong to the school. We're not making any money out of it. The only thing that the school is getting out of it is seeing the progress that the students make and adding to our students' CVs and the sorts of, like the alumni for Young Enterprise is just another stage, and I know that our students can't wait to be part of the Young Enterprise alumni and be able to pass on what they've learned to other students. And so it doesn't just stop when your business ends. Those skills you can transfer into anything, and it looks fantastic on your CV. It's an international programme that, you know, is well recognised within employers, and employers are not just looking for good grades anymore. You know, they are looking for what sets you apart. What are you doing extra? Just getting good grades does not make you employable. You've got to have those other soft skills and be able to evidence that you can apply what you're learning in the classroom in a practical environment, and being part of Young Enterprise does that, ticks that box straight away. So yeah, it's great for the students really, and as they've said, coming into the school, being part of the NHGS family and making new friends and relationships. Those sorts of relationships are the ones that you need when you're at work. You know, my colleagues are not just my colleagues, they're my friends as well, and we go out at the weekend and we've got WhatsApp groups and chats and things like that. You know, you spend a lot of time at work, you spend a lot of time at school. It's good that you've got those relationships with people and know how to manage a friendship and a business relationship and make that work, and that sort of thing. You don't learn that in the classroom. You only learn that by doing something like Young Enterprise.
So this then is about employability skills. It's about standing out from the competition when you're looking to get that first job. So if I kind of move this question over to Avalanche, then what's the programme taught you about the real world and about life outside of school when it comes to employability and standing out from the crowd?
Yeah, so I'd say it helped a lot with public speaking and my confidence. So interacting with members of the public, and especially in the events such as the competitions, being able to speak in front of a large crowd and get your point across concisely, it's a very important skill.
And for me, it was developing on soft skills, because in terms of employability, soft skills plays a big role in one getting employed, and this is when I realised Young Enterprise was the right option for me.
I would say some days I can be quite lazy, and like sometimes when you come home from school, you just don't want to do anything, and you kind of just want to sit down and like do nothing. But I think Young Enterprise kind of helped me get myself out of that mindset and kind of start doing more things that actively encourage me to kind of sort of propel myself in the future by creating just little tasks and things to do that can help me improve my skills for a working environment.
So in summary then, you're learning skills that you can use later in life. It's not just skills that you're going to use this year and then forget about them. These are skills that you're going to take with you through the rest of your career, right?
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about Steve Dawson's your business advisor. Unfortunately couldn't be here today, but how did Steve help you with this whole process?
Well, when you initially hear that you're going to have a business advisor, you think he's going to be some like big guy with a suit on and he's going to be all strict and have a nice watch and you know. But Steve, he's friendly and he's welcoming, and he's not someone that you can feel sort of pressured around. He's very open and supportive, and that really helped us kind of warm up to the idea of starting a business and running a company, and it made it seem like a less daunting task.
Zane, how did he assist you as MD?
Well, initially we had issues in terms of our health and safety and our products. However, we were lucky that our business advisor, Steve, he had a role within the health and safety industry, and this massively helped us make decisions and help us create risk assessment forms as well as other forms in order to make our product safe.
What about you from a marketing point of view, Gabriel? How did it help you?
I'd say Steve, being an older gentleman, helped us tap into our target market. So we had him review out some of our marketing ideas, and it was really useful to get that to get his opinions on it and see how successful it could be, our campaigns.
Fantastic. Thank you. Louise, over to you. Have you seen a change in the students from before they went onto the company programme to where they are now, and how proud are you of them based on how far they've got in the competition?
Yeah, it's been a massive learning curve for these guys. As Zane was saying before we started this meeting, they started off with a team that was too big really, 25, and they were like, oh, we're going to have to split into two. And I said, no, don't worry, because people will drop out, it'll be fine, you'll end up... And you do end up with the core of students who get it, want to learn from it, want to do it, want to be involved, and they can see the benefit of it, that are motivated to get through it. You do always get a little bit of drop out, you know, as you go along, because it's a commitment. Students take it on thinking it's dead easy, and it's not. You know, you need to, like Michael was saying again, it's those little bits every now and again where you just think, oh, I can't be bothered with any schoolwork. Right, well, I'll do a bit of Young Enterprise, because that's like schoolwork, but it's a bit more fun, and I can see that I'm getting something out of it. I'm supporting my mates. I can chat with them on the chat group that we've got going on, find out what everybody's doing, what can I do to make my evening productive but fun at the same time. When they first joined, they didn't know each other, so they've made friendships. They've grown massively in confidence from when they first joined. They were so quiet when we first sat down, and now I can't get a word in edgeways. This chat that we started so that we could organise things and find out who's doing what and make sure everybody's on task, and it's like, it's instant, it's not dropping into your email inbox. That started off as like a few little words, and now there's GIFs and memes and all sorts going on in there, and everybody's, you know, gelled as a team really well together, and it's just like my WhatsApp chat with my colleagues, you know, in the evening, just kind of keeping each other going and checking in with each other. It's really nice to see how they've grown, and Gabe sorted his hair out as well, so that's good.
Fantastic. So if I open this up to the team, then you know, there's going to be literally hundreds, if not thousands, of students over the next few months given an opportunity to jump onto a company programme through Young Enterprise, and they're going to be sat there thinking, is it right? Have I got the time? Can I afford the commitment? What will I get from it? What would you say? What message would you give to those children that are debating whether doing company programme for the next year is right for them?
Well, I'd say, building on Miss Manley's point, if you're going to be lazy about it and you're going to kind of just think of it as, oh, it's just Young Enterprise, and I know we've kind of sort of bigged up Young Enterprise quite a lot and said it's really encouraging and supportive and fun, but it is a lot of effort, so you need to make sure that you're willing to kind of be on board, otherwise it's just going to be a waste of time for you, because if you just don't put the work in, don't put the effort in, then it's not going to go anywhere and you're not going to learn many new skills.
So what would you say?
I think it's about learning how to work hard, and you need to be able to have the commitment and the willingness to put in the effort, following on what Michael's just said. It teaches you the basic entrepreneurial skills and enables you to become more confident, have the ability to sell something, knowing when to say something and how to do something, because you learn so many skills within this program, and honestly I can't recommend this enough.
Gabriel, what would you say to any children thinking about signing up?
I'd say it's a great opportunity. It doesn't matter if you don't do business, there's plenty of different roles, such as a marketing director like me, managing director, operations manager. So I'm sure that within your school you'd be encouraged by your friends, you make a great team to go through it.
Fantastic. And Louise, one for you. There's going to be plenty of schools given the opportunity to join Young Enterprise, and they're going to think, have we got the time? Can we justify the investment? Is it going to sit alongside the curriculum, or is it going to interrupt it? What would you say to those decision makers in those schools that are thinking about whether company programme's right for their school?
I would definitely recommend it. Obviously, I'm a massive champion of Young Enterprise, because of the difference that I see in the students, the relationships that you make with your students, and the benefits that the school gets from it. You know, if your students do well like ours do, then they can go on through the stages of the company programme, and it's good marketing for your school. You know, when it comes to open evenings, what are you providing that's different to the competition out there? We offer Young Enterprise, these are the benefits. It's not cheap to run Young Enterprise. It does take a little bit of time and effort, but once you get into it and you get to know what happens in Young Enterprise and how it runs, it doesn't take a lot of time. The students just need guiding. My place is not doing it for them, it's not running it for them, it's making sure that they're aware of the deadlines, they get the emails that are relevant to them, that they're operating within the school rules and within Young Enterprise operating framework. Some years the teams, I've had years when I've had 4 teams and you're running around like a mad woman from one team to the next. What are they doing? You know, organising all these events and things. As it stands at the minute, we've got it so that we've got one good team. When we had 4, we might have a couple of the teams drop out. You've paid for that. And they're dropping out, so it's always best to have 1 or 2 good teams rather than a bulk. But it doesn't take a massive amount of time. Once the students are up and running and they know what they're doing, it's their business, it's for them to own and it's for them to drive it. I'm here to facilitate it, myself and Steve, and we just offer guidance and, you know, make sure that they're on track and that they're going to be able to achieve what they want to achieve, just through a little bit of cajoling every now and again, and checking in with them and making sure that they're on track.
So, in summary, it's a no-brainer.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. And then last question over to Avalanche. Zane, I want to put this to you as MD. What's next for Avalanche?
Then we are going to park this up, but the skills that we've learned has been phenomenal, and we've all gained something. It's not all about money, it's about learning the key skills and learning how to better yourself and market yourself as an individual. And therefore we believe parking this up and creating our own personal brand is the way forward.
Brilliant. Thank you so much and best of luck with everything.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.